Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Icewind Dale.
Aye,
Alright, we're gonna go talk to the slaves now.
it shall be done.
Alright, I think either of these doors take us to them. Yeah.
Duty called.
Let's go find their leader first. Gareth there, I don't think he's the leader. He actually might be. Yeah, Gareth is the leader. Soth has something else. So this is a note to Karish from Jorel. Jorel is the leader of the Frost Giants, Karish is the leader of the Frost Salamanders, and Jorel recently killed his father and took control of the Frost Giants. I believe his father was Craig or something like that. Yeah, Craig Frostbeard. And so he's telling Karish, you're going to be loyal to me or I'm going to kill you and all your salamanders. That's what that note was. So he'll explain that their leader activated all the heating stuff. They got down here in a room that's still heated, but she disappeared. And the frost salamanders can't get in, but it's only a matter of time before they starve to death, or the salamanders figure a way to turn off the heat, or something bad. So he says they can get away if I could find a key that opens the door out here. This is the one this door's connected to that gate in the outer portion of Wyrm's Tooth that I found. That's the gate, the other side of it.
Very well. Aye.
Alright, so I'm gonna go speak to Soth, because he's got something for me too. Yeah, so Wyrm's Tooth buildings, they're a big museum dedicated to Dugmar and Brightmantle, which is, yeah, like he says, the dwarven god of scholars and explorers. So that's why it's a museum filled with all kinds of weird, frozen aquatic animals. Then I got 168,000 experience for getting that engineering manual that fixed the bridge. Which you have to get. If you help the slaves without talking to him, he'll drop it on the ground. Then you can get it anyway. But you do need to have that.
I stand ready.
Alright, so let's go up the stairs, speak with the salamanders. So they'll take me to Karish just because I asked to. See, normally they would try to kill me on sight. However, since I have the capability to go down where the slaves are, they want to use me, because if they don't get the situation under control, Paukalin will send someone in who can get it under control, and they don't want that. Feel free to look around, find nothing out of place. Yeah, and that's because he wants to make... Or, not, no, he doesn't want to make me help him. He's also worried that I am a spy in service to Paukalin, here to check on progress and make sure that... Ow. Yeah, they do that. Just by existing around them, they hurt you. It's enraging. So some ice trolls, easy to kill. Winter wolves. The winter wolves in this blast you with like a burst of ice breath. It's not just a shot, as I recall, which makes them rather annoying. So if you choose to work for them and get the situation under control, the first thing he'll want you to do is find Vera, the leader of the slaves, and kill her. Then he'll want you to go down and kill the rest of them. It's the only action in the game that I'm aware of that affects your reputation, other than donating to a temple. If you do it, your reputation goes into the gutter, and every price in the game, basically, just adds a 0 onto the end of it. I once did that with an evil party. Went back to go buy Lonesome Road, the +3 two-handed axe from Conlon in Kuldahar, and it cost 400,000 gold. And as you can see, there's lots of dead slaves because they killed a lot of them who tried to run. Vera should be back here. Yes. So she just wants me to find a way to help them and get them the key. I believe the salamander leader has the key on him, but I don't think he'll give it to me. I'll try to get it from him, but as I recall, he gets angry. Yeah, so some of those things are working, some are not. The salamanders and Vera together broke some stuff because, like, ow, just messing with the controls damages things. That's the whole museum, filled with guys, and we're going to kill all of them. It's really this first area right here that's going to be rough, just because there's a bunch of salamanders and they're annoying. And the stupid cold thing is going to be an issue, but we'll get them. I want the key, or circumstances. Good, so he gave me the key. And now we kill.
My sword is yours.
So see, you don't have to kill him specifically, but I'm going to. Because he works with Palkolin. Let's flame arrow just this loser.
May I help?
I don't think my cleric actually has any other attack spells just yet. Oh man, that hurt that one.
How may I best serve?
Finish him. And it missed them all.
I am needed.
Drop a vitrolic sphere on that group. That should cause some pain. I don't think he really has anything else that's useful.
I can. I am sure all have the best in me. How can I help?
Uh-oh. Yeah, they knocked him out of it. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah? Yes.
Alright, everyone just swarm that guy. Oh man, that hurts. Get out of there. Yeah, we need something to mess them up. I don't think this is gonna work on them, but I'll try it.
The battle is joined.
Onward. I fear I am.
Uh-oh.
Ready?
Kill that thing. Oh my goodness. That was really close. Cleric got messed up too.
I can do it. Like an arrow.
But we won. You, go out. See who else we can antagonize. Okay, I have to wait for the Seeking Sword to wear off so that I can
I stand
heal up these two.
Aye.
Oh, we got another level 2 spell. He can actually use Chant. It prevents him from casting, which he doesn't do anyway, so...
Speak your mind. I don't mind.
Let's go to work.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna haste them up. And then these two are hopefully just gonna go tearing out and kill everyone.
See to it. To arms!
I'll split you in two.
I hate these things. Kill that one. Alright, now fall back. Because this is a little too many.
May I help? Surely.
I shall see to it.
How did that not hurt that many of them?
At your command.
Ready. The battle is joined.
Boy, how I wish they gave me more of those potions. I just don't have that many.
Is that all? What would you have of me? The battle is joined.
Dang it, it's already worn off. Alright. Well, we killed a bunch of them. So,
You can count on me. I am on it.
I'm gonna have my paladin take
I am on
point.
it.
Yeah, you hang back.
All right, it shall. I
We'll
stand
try to
ready.
range kill all of them.
How may I best serve?
Die. I am needed.
Or most of that won't really do a whole lot to them. This might. Nah.
Sleep hound me.
Stand and deliver.
I
At your
don't
command.
mean to interrupt, but perhaps we should rest. It is a shame that you have resort to violence.
My enemies always bring out the best in me.
I'm tired of
My
trotting
sword is
around
yours.
like a damn mule.
Very well.
Let's find an inn and some warm beds.
We need rest.
Duty calls. I am on it. I am on it. I stand ready. You can count on me.
I'm pretty sure we've killed the vast majority of their troops. But there's still an uncomfortable amount of ice salamanders just wandering around.
Your
Stand
life is
and deliver.
That's not the formation I want.
Done. Ready. Done.
My
Down
enemies
then.
all
But it's the one I'm gonna get, because they are not gonna leave that alone. Everyone
Is that
flee.
all?
I shall see to it.
Okay, are they focusing on the paladin now? Okay, good.
At At your command.
Gods grant me strength.
Let's go to work.
Done. My sword, stand and deliver. Done.
No. Okay, my goodness.
Aye. Easy as goblin pie.
I don't know who he was even going for,
You can count on me.
or why he was
Aye,
going
I
for
shall
them.
see to it. I shall see to it. Stand and deliver. I stand ready.
To
Stand
victory.
and deliver.
I didn't give that one a chance to fire.
You'll
Aye.
soon sleep with the dead.
To arms!
This time, actions must speak louder than
Demons
words.
asleep hound me. I need rest.
My sword, you can count on me.
I don't mean to interrupt, but perhaps we should
My
rest.
goodness, I got a party of whiners.
Ready. Aye.
Grow weary.
I stand ready.
Look at how that thing is sleeping. It was just kind of like slumped over a little bit. That was weird.
I need a priest!
We need rest.
To
Come
victory.
You can count on. We will
Assist you in any way possible.
gain our strength.
Oh boy, more of them are coming down, I think.
May I help?
It shall be done. Priest! I need a priest! At your command, duty
Thing
called.
comes rolling in and gets a 20 immediately.
My
Uh-oh.
sword is yours. It shall be done. Aye.
I have an idea.
How may I best serve?
To a priest! I need a priest!
Is that all?
You can count on me.
See if I can get him to attack some beetles instead. Could at least distract them, maybe. Take a little bit of the pressure off. Oh boy, not much.
What would you have of me? Die.
You can count on me.
It is a
Victory.
shame. I don't mind.
Duty calls.
Yeah, surely.
Alright.
Gladly.
Well, let's pull everyone else back. We'll put the thief, who has a really good armor class, up front. Because he's still a swashbuckler, which, while not quite a fighter thief, is pretty good.
Me? Good as gold.
Alright, there should not be any more back here. I don't think they can even come back here, because she's there, so the game just doesn't let them. And there can't be many more above, if there are any.
Here I go.
They won't go in that room. Yeah, I thought there were some over here.
Demons asleep hound me. I need rest.
You'll soon. On my way.
I don't mean to interrupt, but
Alright.
perhaps we should rest.
Insurgents. Culture. Imperium.
done.
in and some warm beds.
These I'll be needing
Good
rest
as
soon.
gold. Good as
We must
gold.
halt and regain our
Come
strength.
then.
What now?
I stand ready. At your command.
Like an arrow.
My goodness, there are just so many.
Incantus Vulca Imperio. I watch me go. I'll wash me beard in your blood. The battle is joined.
Your life is forfeit.
Done.
Ow!
15?
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Ow!
Man, everything just hurts so bad. Alright, we have to be getting close.
There I go.
Are there even any left?
It shall be done.
Man, there are just so many things in here. At least they don't all come swarming in the second the fight starts, right? Because that'd be the worst. And I don't know if there's a party that could actually
Shall
take
be done.
that. It looks like
No
that's
worries.
everyone. Okay. So most of them just have some basic gemstones on them. Some
My
have
sword
winter
is
wolf
yours.
pelts, of course.
Done.
Done.
Aye.
Everyone else can just go back to the slaves. I can give them
Ready.
the key.
I'm here.
Yeah, on my way.
Right then.
Here I go.
Oh, the demons of sleep
Easy
hound
as
me.
goblin
I
pie.
need rest.
So that's how it is.
I don't mean to
Done.
interrupt, but
Here we
perhaps we should rest.
I grow weary. Not a problem.
I stand ready. It shall be
Tired
done.
of trotting around like a damn mule. Let's find an inn and some warm beds.
An inn. That's never gonna happen again.
I'll be needing rest soon.
Starting to think that half my party, if not the entire thing, doesn't understand where we are and what we're doing.
We must halt and regain our strength. It shall be done. At your eye.
Alright, let's go speak with Gareth. He'll probably take the others and go, then I can go see Vera and tell her. Alright, so he's happy with that. Another 90,000.
Duty calls.
So all of them head out. And the door's open.
You can count on me. Duty calls.
Is that all?
Aye.
Now I can go tell her. She'll go meet up with them. That'll be them escaped. Unfortunately, that's not even the last of slaves down here, but it is the last of the human ones. I'm not sure where they got these people. It's possible that Pocolin was abducting people just like Eusonomai was, but his reasons were different. But I'm really not sure. I just watched my cleric regenerate 2 hit points in the space of like 1 second.
Aye.
That was weird. I don't know why I'd have to ask her how she intends to leave, given that I just massacred all of the things that would prevent her. That was rough, too. Those enemies put up a fight. Well, he doesn't need Zone of Sweet Air. We've already got one of those. I could give him some Summoning or a Glyph of Warding. Or let's go with Holy Smite. Holy Smite's pretty good. Ooh. Okay, Bolt of Glory, Aerial Servant. Creatures in the bolt's path, like 4 to 10 points of damage. Oh, whoa. And since good people are unaffected, I could just chuck that in the middle of a crowd. And it would hurt everyone. But heal, I think, is more useful for him. Particularly because I think it shoots out in 4 directions like lightning bolts. Interesting. To be honest with you, despite the amount of times I've played these games, which is a lot, I've never actually used a lot of the spells and items that are in them. Simply because I never had a reason to. They're not very good. Or I've known ones that worked better. But sometimes it's interesting to experiment, see what you got. Alright, let's take a look at these. So this is a very nice spear. I don't think I've ever seen that, however, before. That one's a random drop. Karish's spear is not. He must drop that. So, if you have a spear user, kill him, you get a good one. Alright, so I think stepping through here should open the gate. Yes.
I shall see to it.
Good.
I shall see to it. You can count on me.
So everyone get back there.
My sword is yours.
Easy as goblin pie.
Just because I like having doors open. So we're through with the museum. Killed all the ice trolls, all the salamanders. I think some yetis respawn, so there's that. But we killed the chieftain and most of them, so I'm good with it. And I killed all the ettins. That just leaves the frost giants. They're hunting winter wolves. And the white worms that are in there. Oh, I hate those things. We may have to rest multiple times in there, simply because of how freaking dangerous it is. And that's on normal difficulty. It's super dangerous. I don't even know how bad it's going to be now.
I shall see to it.
Okay, so now I can just go across. There it is. And this is a must. There is a badge in here that you have to get. Now, they're not hostile at first, because just like Karish, they think that I am a spy sent by Palkalin.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Yeah, he's just going to take the brunt of all of their stupid cold attacks.
My sword is... I shall see to it. Stand and deliver.
Actions must speak louder than words.
Ready.
Duty calls.
Oh my goodness. How many of these
Stand
things are
and
there?
deliver.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
Aye.
Alright, so that cave, there's like a back cave system that curves up around here. And then, like, after that, you can get behind the frost giants if you feel like it. The throne room is, like, right over here in the middle of the screen. The white worms are right over here, though. I want to kill those things first, because there aren't a bunch of them. But the slaves, right, there are slaves here, too. I forgot about that. The slaves here are kept in line by these things, and they won't make a run for it as long as they're alive.
Good as gold.
I don't know what these are. I think they're like some kind of half-dragons or something, but they are friggin' nasty. Let me see how many of them there are in here. 4. Fortunately, you can kill them without antagonizing anyone.
Aye.
So. Well, let's just talk to their
You
leader.
can count on me.
Not a slave, not a giant. This thing probably is going to breathe some ice at us or something like that. Can't remember exactly. they're gonna rapidly kill those monsters, the stomach stuff.
Of course.
Insurgents, culture, imperial.
I am on it. Stand and deliver.
How much was the big one worth? 10,000. Oh man, that hurts.
This time, action must speak louder than words.
Hey, the fire elemental got him. Alright, is that all of them?
I will assist you in
Nope, there was another one down there. I was pretty sure there was.
It shall be done.
Well, the fire giant can tank him for a little while. Let's just lay him out.
How can agreed?
Sweet.
Here I go.
Having them dead is very helpful. Now I just don't have to worry about them at all. Because they're the worst. Those look like gauntlets of dexterity, but I don't think they are. If they are, that'd be awesome. That's some more field plate. I haven't sold anything since the severed hand. I have so much stuff. Everyone else has magical armor. Awesome, that is what it looked like. Emotion courage twice per day. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't have a bard. Ooh, yeah, no, those are cursed. Let's not use those. And a longbow that no one can use. Command works surprisingly well on enemies that it probably shouldn't. Resist fire and cold, that could be helpful. Okay. So now that those are dead, we're going to go back here and clear out the side tunnel. Which, as I recall, is filled with yetis, potentially some trolls. Ooh, that was a frost giant, wasn't it?
Good as gold.
Yes, it is. They're not hostile yet, but they will be pretty soon. They don't care if I kill the worms, which is good. Get those things out of the way, but I'll deal with the frost giants eventually. Yep, bunch of trolls.
I stand ready. I.
May I help? How may I best serve? Gladly. I'll make this as painless as possible.
You'll see the dead. Your life is forfeit.
You can count on me.
It will be done.
Gods grant me strength.
I'm here.
The battle is joined.
all in all, they're not that bad. Not nearly as bad as the various things we just fought through, so
See to it.
I'm not afraid of them.
Your life
But you
is
do want to
yours.
clear this thing out. That way, if you free the slaves, they can use it to escape. They won't go anywhere unless you do.
Aye.
Done.
It shall be done. Very well. I am on it.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
My sword duty calls.
The Black Ice
It
Knights.
is a
Alright,
shame
those
that
guys
we
are going to
must
be
resort
unpleasant
to
too.
violence.
There's another, like, mini-boss fight down there.
Attack! Aye. I stand for duty calls.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
You can count on me. Stand and deliver.
This
I
time,
am on it.
actions must speak louder than words.
It's kind of weird to me that the snow trolls are not taking extra damage from fire.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Easy as goblin pie.
At your command, you can count on me.
To victory.
My sword is yours. Aye. I am on it.
There we go. There's the Yetis.
Attack!
Significantly less annoying than the trolls.
I am on it.
Yeah, I'll kill them all day. There's another chieftain. Let's see if I can scare some of them. Holy cow. They're still attacking us for some reason.
I can do it. Very well. It will be done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the chieftain they're fighting.
Yes.
Just got massacred by them.
Half the loot is mine.
Now, I want to keep the rest of his magic. Yetis aren't a problem. I can't go down there just yet, because it would probably end
My
poorly.
enemies always bring out the best in me.
Come then.
Okay, let's make sure that's all of them.
Like an arrow.
Right then.
Alright, so I don't know if any actually wandered down there. If they did not, that is all of them.
Not a problem.
So that's how it is.
So now we gotta kill these Ice Knights.
Aye.
It's not just them, though. There is something worse down there. So, this is where we're going to encounter another priestess of Aro. One who has come here to take revenge for me killing Lyson. Because apparently Lyson was the chosen one of Aro or something. It always seemed weird to me how much emphasis they put on
Very well.
this, like, the first minor boss that you fight is some kind of big deal in the Arlite community. But whatever. to that one. Okay. Cleric, whip up a defensive harmony. Can't remember if anyone can hurt these things or not.
And deliver.
They're friggin' durable, though. Alright, let's start throwing a bunch of magic down here. Try to silence her. Ooh!
I don't mind. I can do it.
I shall see to it.
Easy as goblin pie.
At your command, it shall be done.
See if I can split them.
I am on it.
Cragger can just keep a bunch of them busy down
Is
here
that
if they'll
all?
go after him. But it doesn't look like they're going to. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Surely.
Easy as goblin pie.
Paladin will stand his ground. We're gonna whip a skull trap over
You
here.
go.
Okay. We're gonna try the same thing with lightning. You don't have a glyph, do you? No.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Priest! I need a priest!
Ooh.
Count.
Oh, that one hit him too. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, get up there. Make sure we get that one. Okay.
I'll wash me beard in your
These things are as nasty as it gets.
Aye.
The battle is joined.
Aye.
Okay. If you noticed, they weren't even resisting damage. They were just that tough. See if I can take out any of her protections.
Very well.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Okay, she's dead. I don't believe either of these are trapped, but I do want to be sure. She tore us up. One lightning bolt, positioned properly, can really make a mess of things. Had a awkward amount of mage spells down here. That's pure water, which we can give to that person in the severed hand that wants to restore the Arboretum. And that's what that's for. Oh, chain lightning. I think that actually chains between your people in this, so its usefulness is suspect. And this here, intelligence +1, charisma -1. Oh, it's a remove curse thing. Yeah, no. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I would like to identify everything, but I'm resting in a hostile territory, and I'm going to just be doing that because I don't really have any other option. At least we're in the side cave, so I could, you know, kind of justify it as we're not up front in the middle of everything. We're in a little side cave that we cleared out. Not that that seems to matter.
To victory.
But if I'm going to take out the frost giants, I'm going to need the rest of my magic and abilities and health back, so... Oh, that's worse. Interesting that the creatures that awaken you never drop anything. Okay, let's identify the rings. Double the number of first and second level spells. All cold damage inflicted is increased by 15%. Holy cow. Whoa. How do I have 9? How does that even... It said it doubled. Whatever. I'm going to take an expeditious retreat, because that's helpful. Another one of those, another one of these. That's chill touch. 15% is not enough to make that worth it. Let's take more magic missiles. Blindness is a first level spell. It should not be in here, but whatever. That's a nice cold spell. But all I have right now is that one, so. Protection +2. Everyone has magic armor except him who has the robe and is wearing 2 other rings. Yeah, no one's using that.
At your duty calls.
Yeah.
I should probably get better armor for this guy, but I just haven't found any. Besides, he's not in combat that often, and that's why he has iron skins.
It shall be done.
Okay, so most of the side stuff is cleared out. There are some slaves to help. I've opened the path and killed Frostbite. I'm going to try to get them out first. I don't think it's a good idea, because I'm pretty sure I can come in here and avoid hostilities if I convince him that I'm a spy. But I do not just want to get into a fight with Jorel and all of his men in his throne room, because these giants hit hard, and they are super unpleasant.
Aye.
They're not even going to talk to me, they're just going to see me. They're rather demeaning. There he is.
My sword is yours. Duty calls.
So if I try to take the badge from him, he will get angry. And then I'll be surrounded by a bunch of frost giants with more down this direction and more of them down this direction. So you can start and win that fight, but it is not easy, and it is not pleasant.
Watch me go.
They got a lot of stuff to search, which I could do without making any of them mad. There's just, there's a lot of them. And I want to get a good sense for where we are.
Done.
You can count on me.
Yeah, so he says there that the people taken away are sacrificed to some creature out there, and that's Frostbite and his white worms that I killed. So then I said I cleared out the side area, which I guess didn't give me any extra XP to tell him, but he probably will once I finish off the giants. He says he won't make a run for it with the people unless the giants are all dealt with. Which, you know, I can't blame him for. Understandable. I never even used that thing. How long does that take to cast? Yeah, see, it does some pretty nasty things. Range is touch, casting time is 6. That takes a while. It could still be handy in the right situations. Crushing wave. I want to use it. I really do. I'll take that. Giving this druid more crowd control is always a good idea. Spider spawn's good. Shout's alright. That's not super great. Now we're taking emotion hopelessness. Yeah, let's go with Alu's freezing sphere. If they make their save, they take no damage at all. But if they don't make their save, 1d4 plus 2 points of cold damage per level. So 12d4 plus 4. Plus the ring, so an extra 15% on top of that. Gorg there is the guard of these particular slaves. This probably just antagonized the entire pile of everyone. Get in there and help him. See how much hit points just he had? I think he was a slightly stronger than regular one, but he might not have been.
Aye.
He could have just been one with a
You
name.
can count on me.
And I think he was the only thing I needed to kill to set them free. Okay, yep, another big old pile of XP.
I shall see to
They're all going to take the cave and get out. I need to see if the rest of the Frost Giants did not notice.
I am on it.
Okay,
I shall see to it.
so I'm going to summon everything I can to keep them busy.
I am needed.
I don't remember if there's still a summon limit. Like, I might have removed the normal summon limit with one of my tweaks, or there might not be one in the game anymore. I can't remember. Whatever.
I'd sprint it too.
Have the latest.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work.
Actions speak louder than words.
See, they just have so many targets, and they're not fast enough to instantly kill all of them.
I shall see to it.
And the fewer hits I have to take from Frost Giants, the better.
Do
If I
we
can
go?
take out all of them at a range, I will.
Very well. At your command.
I'd wash me beard in your blood.
That one. Oh!
You can count on me.
Lazy strength bring out the best.
The Winter Wolves don't even care.
My sword is yours. To arms! Alright, very well.
I need to see if there are more up here. Oh, yeah, there's more.
Very well.
I'd wash me beard in your blood.
Aye.
Okay, that's everything up that direction, I think.
I shall see to it.
You cannot.
That Fire Giant really tore this guy up.
How may I best serve?
You
Aye.
Come then.
Not Fire Giant, Fire Elemental. What am I thinking?
The battle is joined.
It shall be done.
Okay, we're getting down to the last of them.
Aye.
I don't know exactly how difficult it will be for them to hit my paladin. Ha!
Stand and deliver.
I guess that didn't really do anything.
Insurgents. Culture.
I'd wash me beard in your blood.
You can count on me.
Okay, so that's just the guards and Jorel.
Your sons will take down.
What is his armor class? -11. I think they have to crit to hit him. Maybe not. Giants hit all the time. But I mean, -11, that is an insane armor class.
Let's go to work.
How can I help?
I'm not sure if they're all going to come pouring down yet or not.
At your command.
Okay, let's see if I can go antagonize the crowd. Let's get Jorel and his men down here.
It shall be done.
Actually, let's just smite them.
Aye.
Sleep with the dead.
And that is why I kept heal. How much was Jorel worth? Only 13. Oh,
You can count on
that's
me.
unfortunate. That's like a... Ow, right, those are still there. So I gotta wait for those to wear off. Alright, so Jorel and both his bodyguards are dead. He still has a few Frost Giant guards, but we should be able to take them. I just gotta wait for that to go away.
I am on it.
It's not gone yet. No, it's not. I do not like the shadowed effect. That makes it far more difficult to actually see the thing, know its effective range, and how long it lasts. What is with that range? Man, they have a lot of reach.
I am on it.
Die.
To arms!
Your life is forfeit.
What would you have of me? Assist you in any way possible.
Oh wow, he's still alive.
It's a shame that you must resort to violence.
There's one more, I
Very well.
think.
I am needed.
Your command?
Yep, still got souls.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all of them.
My sword is yours. You can count on me.
Slaves are freed, all of them are dead. We're gonna go on a looting spree.
It shall be done.
Jorel's got the goods. Second badge.
I shall see to it.
I'll go through and loot all these bags once I'm done looting the carcasses.
I stand ready. I shall see to it. At your command, it shall be done.
Easy as goblin pie.
I am on it.
And I did loot the one I killed over there. I have lots of those, just the kind of miscellaneous gems. See, if I didn't have the limitless bag depths,
So
then it would
that's
take
how it is.
ages.
Very well.
And I would have to ferry a bunch of those stupid things to some shop somewhere.
Very well. I shall see to it.
Or just have multiple gem bags, which no one wants.
Ready.
My bag of
Easy as
holding would
goblin
probably already
pie.
be full. The potion case would have filled up a long time ago, because it can carry like 30, if even that. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff. They have a lot of potions.
I am on it. Aye.
Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's see. We got the Dagger of Venom, which is awesome. A Wand of the Heavens. That looks like Protector of the Second, but I'm not sure it is. It's a +3 Warhammer. So that's a two-handed axe. -1 dexterity, +1 constitution, and it's +3. Also, it does 1d12 damage. Did they all do that? Cast 1 extra first and second wizard spell. That's weird. But it does have some magic. Oh, it's like a fighter mage weapon. No one else can use it. Alright.
It shall be done.
Fire giants are dead. Let's get out of here. Fire giants. Frost giants are dead. There are still fire giants to kill, and they're even worse. Oh, that's all of Wyrm's Tooth Glacier, though. Massacred those things. So there's 7 items here. Altogether, that should be enough. I'm gonna get back to that, like, intermediary place
Aye.
past Wyrm's Tooth Glacier. Technically still in it. Because it should be safe to rest up here.
Aye. My sword is yours.
Alright, so now, I was wrong about the human slaves before. Now we, now we have freed all the human slaves. So there are still some Sverfneblin down in Lower Dornsteep that we'll take care of, but they're a lot more complicated, because there's all kinds of different factions to rescue, and not really factions, but like, they're split into groups, basically. particular leaders are in particular places. Some of them are crippled and don't really feel like going anywhere. But we'll rescue them all. They've got a little village we can take people to. And once you get their leader free, most of them follow him.
It shall be done. Aye.
This is just leather +2, which is worse. Chain +2, not good. Just the robe of evil archmagi. Is that another blur deck? That's weird. Long tooth is alright. That's just a better version, except it doesn't give me the resistances there. But it is an extra armor class point. It's too bad this robe doesn't stack with everything. I thought it used to, but I must have been wrong. Yeah, and fire resistance. So pretty neat. Alright, so that's it for this one. We've cleared out Wyrm's Tooth, killed killed Jorel, who killed Craig, and the Frost Salamander, whose name I already forgot. Karish. There we go. Kirish. Something like that. But all the slaves are freed, Wyrm's Tooth is cleared, now we have Lower Dorn's Deep, which will probably take a few episodes to get all the way through. Once we're done down there, so you might be wondering why I have not headed back to Koldahar or the Severed Hand yet, because I have Yvain's Journal, I have the Pure Water, and I have the Mythal Lore thing for Auric. I'm eventually going to have to go back to Koldahar for another reason. There's another thing I have to bring there, and there are still seeds and small animals to bring to the Severed Hand. All of these are in Lower Dorn's Deep. Once I have everything done, and I've got all the stuff there, then I'll head out and do all that before the big boss fight at the end. That's the plan. So it'll be a bit before I get down there. Alright, well, that's all for this one then. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.